for me, I found if I was facing somebody, it didn't matter how bad my hearing got. And I think that's probably typical for most people is you don't even realize how bad it's getting because you just learn to live with it. And I can watch your facial expressions. And when you smile, I know you said something funny, so I'll just make that same.
Right.
Even if I don't hear it. And you know, and you just don't know it. You just don't know you're doing it. But you find ways around your hearing loss.
Exactly.
And that's not good at all.
Well, it's good and it's bad. Right. It's, you know, it's interesting that the guys tend to come in when their wives are complaining. You know, you never hear me, you never hear me. Then you get the whole story. She's out in the kitchen. The TV is on. Lots of things happening. So the hearing loss that you get from noise exposure is worse for the higher pitched sounds. So if you think of the keyboard of a piano, you've got your low bassy notes, your high pitched sort of squeaky ones. In speech, the high pitched sounds are the consonant sounds. Those are the sounds that give the word its meaning. You know, was it chief or cheap or cheat or cheese? Right?
Interesting, yeah.
Okay. You don't hear that final consonant, you don't know what the word is. But here's where things come in nicely. Consonant sounds are visible on the lips. As long as you can see the person talking, your brain does all the work for you, puts together what it sees and what it hears, and you get the right answer. I walk around behind you, say the same words, now you might be in trouble.
I have this conversation with my daughter all the time. Yes. I need to see your face when you're talking to see your face.
So here's the rule I give them. If your family and friends, they need to know, if they can't see your face, they should not be talking.
I like that.
And then they all go, oh, yeah, you'll have to go tell her.
Right. Well, it's funny. And you mentioned that, you know, it's typically the spouse bringing somebody in.
It is,
And we find that in healthcare in general. I think that
I think so. It's usually a spouse or a son or daughter who's now the caretaker. And there's a big frustration because the other person frequently has normal hearing and forgets. They do fine for 20 minutes, and then they start washing the dishes.
Right, turn right away.
Absolutely.
You have questions? We have answers. The SITREP is your trusted source for veterans benefits information with expert analysis and interviews with leaders from the field. To find past shows, podcasts, and other content, search #TheSITREP on YouTube.